Hey everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. Don't mind my crackly voice. It's probably just my thyroid. Seriously, I have an appointment with a endocrinologist next month, but that's not why we're here. If you remember, I said that I apologized to Fossey Bear. I'll leave him linked. Because I didn't realize that my hands were out of the view of the camera. They were too high up. So what I'm going to do in a moment, right? Because I have to go check on dinner. Like, what is under my... And this is why I change my nails frequently. Wash my hands and have something near me to, like, clean them with, like a face wipe. Don't mind me, I'm looking at a car out there that shouldn't be there because I've never seen it before. Anyway, a lot of weird shit going on. So what we're going to do today, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these ones, right, to get those out of there, and maybe a color that you can see a little better, right? I would use my thinner one, right, but I'm not sure if I could get the camera close enough for that. I probably could, but good grief. Here's the thing. I have these painted, right? Now I just have to make sure that, okay, we're good. Even these ones. So, although these would work better with this yarn. So, let me get this set up at the view of my hands for you to be able to see it better. And at the end, I will show you what I have got done on that one project so far. I haven't finished the other one yet. The one with the green and the white. Because I'm running out of white. And then I'll probably use this. So, anyway, let me get this switcheroo. Okay, so we're going to try this view right here. And of course, one of these goes in my hair. I have a braid in today. Ain't a braid to say that. Okay. So again, I'm only going to show you the cast on. And I think you kind of get the idea of the cast over. So we're going to go 1 and 2. And then we're going to go like this. And remember, I'm about to reach for the tail. That's very important so that when you go to make this loop, right, you twist it. All you're doing is making a slip knot, not the band. But with this. Now, you want to make sure that your tail yarn is at your right. My left is my tattoos. Remember that. My left side. And this is how I remembered how to do things for like certain videos. Remember that something would be on my left and that's my tattoos. So anyway, now what I'm going to show you here is you take your index and your thumb, we're going to make what I call moral compass. It's like that, okay? The moral compass. So make sure that the tail is at the thumb so that when you do the moral compass, go like this. And these 3 fingers here are going to hold that yarn really good. So we're going to go like this and then bring it down as a V. Now remember to bring this part towards you. Go under, over, under, and through. Now, remember, like I said before, don't tighten this too much. Moral compass, V. Under, over, under, through. Do this a few more times. Now, on my view of what I'm calling a moral compass, this is facing with the yarn this way towards me. Excuse me, my throat's been extra dry this week. So, again, take it like that. Eventually, you will catch on after watching how this is done a few times. I have dinner in the oven. I'm waiting for a rude person to leave so I can go out there and pull it out of the oven. What am I making, you might think? You might ask, you might wonder. I am having 2 London Royal steaks in which I had cut long pieces. I took some multi-grain rice, put that in the pan first. Then I took some vegetable stock broth, garlic, some broccoli. Then I put the steak on that and a little more garlic on top of the steak with some pepper and some tomato, some stewed tomato on the top of that with 4 pats of butter, and put that in the oven on 400, and it should take at least 30 or 45 minutes because of our stove is being stupid right now. It's old. So anyway, you see how I'm doing that? See, look. Excuse me. And that's why I coughed in the other direction. That way I never cough towards anything that I'm doing. I do the firefighters thing, cough into my shoulder. So if you see that right there, you see that, again, we go like this. The back of your hand is like this. You bring it down, under, over, under, through. Tail yarn. Remember to keep that tail yarn at the thumb. And like I said, it depends on what you're making for how long you want the tail. And do you want the tail to stay long with what you're working on? For a specific reason. Excuse me, like, holy crap, it's like dry in here today. It's like freaking cold outside. I have to have the heater on. And there's some drizzly weather out there. Anyway. So now you want to take the second one. I will show you real quick the cast over. Again, Jason, I'm sorry, honey. Why didn't you just say something? I wouldn't have been offended. Look, I'm not one of those YouTube creators that gets offended. I used to take care of people with special needs, whether they were deaf or blind, or deaf and blind and anorexic. That was a kid I babysat in California back in the 80s. She was deaf, blind, and anorexic. until she got the point that I wouldn't teach her how to draw or do anything unless she ate what was on her plate. Otherwise, the answer was no. Eat what's on your plate. Or I don't teach you how to draw. I don't take you to the pool. None of that. I'm like, you got to eat and no go. But why? Because that's just how it is. I'm like, you got to learn how to enjoy the food. She eventually started eating. I'm telling you, there's a lot of parents out there that their kids wouldn't do stuff, and I would teach their children the reason why their parents would get frustrated. Anyway, I forgot to tell you this part of this. So let's say you have this little conundrum going on right here, right? This is why we sometimes restart things. You can always just slip that out of there that easy, okay? Then you just go like that. You're like, no, no. And then just 1, 2, or 1 if you wanted to. Twist, do the same thing. So that is your basic for learning how to do this. And I think that if you can see but you can't see that good, okay, watch it on your TV. Okay, watch it on your TV. You'll be able to see it a lot bigger if you can see. Now, like I was saying, there are, let me pronunciate. What the hell is a pronunciate? Correct my pronunciation. There are programs out there for the blind and the deaf. And I just realized that was for the blind and the deaf. Okay? All sorts of programs. Don't be afraid to ask in your community about the adult blind classes, because there are a lot of adults that go blind because you can't help it. It's like it was either in your genes when you were born, you know, or it has something to do with something else. Your health can change. It can do stuff to you. Like the jab. Don't think I ever got that shit. More people are dying from strokes and heart attacks after getting the jab. And going blind, by the way. So, they'll probably tag this as, oh my God, nope. I said the jab. I didn't say which one. So, anyway. Okay. So we're going to pick this up. I'm trying not to make this video this long. I'm just trying to stay away from this rude person that's in the living room. Not saying who it is. So, okay. Now remember, take it through here. Make sure you've brought it through there. And then drop that stitch because you already have one right here. Bring that around this through. Like I said, not everybody does the same. Okay, not everybody does the same. And then eventually, you will absolutely get the hang of this. Goodness, I should grab my water. I'll grab my water in a minute. I'm never without my water. Now, I use different brands of yarn. I use Lion brand. I use Char yarn. I use a variety of different yarns. What's that other one? Red Heart. That's an old brand. And like I said, Jason, don't be afraid to say something, hun. Like I was saying, you know, I'm not like, there's a lot of YouTube creators out there that get offended easily if somebody says, hey, I couldn't see what you were doing. Could you show that again? But I will show you again. Don't think that I get offended like the stuck-up ones. Anyway, let me grab my water real quick, because, yeah, it's never too far away from me. I always put this in my Wawa cup. If you have a Wawa near you, Wawa is actually expanding out to Ohio and Indiana. Hopefully they end up in places like Akron, Ohio, and Cleveland. Cleveland, where Billy Morris of Warrant, Snake Rock, which is his friend, my friend, and a former WWE ECW wrestler, Psycho Mike, happens to live. Anyway, now that I've got a drink of water, let me show you this, and then when we come back, the camera will be faced towards me. First, I gotta see where the dang button is. Scoot you forward for a minute. Anyway, now we're back with it facing me. Water, always keep it near you. I love these. It keeps the water ice cold. And no, I did not paint my nails to match my shirt. But anyway, I hope this helped. Because now from this point, all you have to do is keep doing what I was doing here. Now, like this right here, you could literally do a very small granny square. Granny squares is something that we will cover on another one as soon as I get other color yarn. But remember, don't be afraid to let me know if you can't tell. I looked at that video and I'm like, oh crap. And I'm like, Jason remarked, I was like, no, he couldn't see how I was casting on and casting over. So that was a cast on, cast over. I did say I would show you my progress on what I'm currently working on. Now, I'm thinking maybe, where's this part that I need to grab here? Okay. These strands here, these will be hidden when I'm done, so I'm not worried about that. Now, look how much progress there is, right? Look at that. That's the back. Remember that. That's the back. It is cute. This is the front. That's very clean line, very cute as well. But again, with this, because these are just the cast overs now, okay? From that point on, it's nothing but cast over. Okay? I need to pull that yarn up here a little more before I lose that piece. And we don't want that to happen. So, gosh dang it. Okay. And even if you can't get that to go right the first time, just be very diligent. And this is also why I wear my glasses when I'm doing stuff like this. If you can't see it without your glasses, look, I'm wearing my glasses in this video because I'm teaching you something. I don't always have my glasses on when I'm doing makeup because how you gonna put the makeup on, you know, like, no. But then put your glasses on. It's okay. If you need to read a product name, put your glasses on. It's fine. It's fine. Don't be embarrassed to be yourself. That's what I'm saying. Do not be embarrassed to be yourself. And even if you do wear glasses, you are you, and that's who you are. That's who you were born to be. We weren't born to imitate each other. We were born to be ourselves. And that's just how that is. I like people that are themselves, but that's just me. I don't fare well with people that don't just know how to be their self. Sure, I play the part of Auntie Char and her sister Trudy every once in a while, but that's just for fun. But and also when I started the knitting 101 thing, I'll let you know I miss my friend Juliet from Crochet and Me Too. We used to collab together for crochet and knit projects. Well, they do end up sort of looking like a store-bought product, but handmade. And there you go. Like, look, that's beautiful. I mean, I like how this is turning out. So, yeah. Anyway, remember, don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to learn new things. Don't be afraid to let me know in the comments below, kindly. What do you think about my knitting teaching? If you can't see something, or especially that, or if my audio isn't working right, let me know. I can re-edit that. Don't be afraid to let me know. Okay. Anyway. The rude person is leaving. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Let me redo that. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. Oh my gosh. The rude person's gone. Ding dong, the bitch is gone. The wicked bitch, the wicked bitch. And see, I like to be very playful over here on my channel. Eventually, this year I will be doing my channel intro for YouTube. Here's a non-evil person pulling in. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Bye.